Hello, Miriam at the Bureau, here to take you through your first full week of summer. And it's certainly going to feel very summery this week, with intense heat sitting across the continent. Many parts reaching at least 40 degrees today, if not pushing towards the 45-degree mark. It is a bit of a milder story about the coasts today, with the likes of Melbourne, Canberra and Sydney really only expecting to reach the mid to high 20s or low 30s. Going into tomorrow, we're going to see that heat starting to push eastwards, moving into inland New South Wales and Queensland. It'll remain milder about the coasts though, even as the temperatures soar towards the high 40s inland. That heat will peak around midweek, with widespread areas reaching at least 45 degrees, if not pushing into the 46 to 48 degree range. These temperatures are 10, 12, even 14 degrees above the average and are triggering heatwave conditions across large parts of the country. It's important to stay cool, stay hydrated and stay indoors if you possibly can. Towards the end of the week, the heat's really going to take hold across inland New South Wales and Queensland, with many areas such as Mildura and Dubbo pushing up above 40 degrees. But Friday is going to be the warmest day of the week for the likes of Canberra and Sydney, pushing into the low 30s. The end is in sight by Friday as well. We've got this cool change moving in from the west, bringing some milder conditions to the southern WA coast. That cool change will move into the southeast states over the weekend, but it will really struggle to flush the heat out from inland parts of the country. It won't be until early next week that we start to see a gradual easing in those very hot conditions. So what's our weather doing across the country this week? Well, looking at our weather map for today, we can see broadly clear skies across the Australian continent for today, which is really good news for our southeastern states, which are still seeing a bit of flooding after last week's rainfall. There is a little bit of shower activity up the east coast, but with very low rainfall totals expected, as well as some shower and storm activity across the tropical north. That is likely to continue throughout the week in the southeasterly trade flow. Going into tomorrow, we see a little bit more rain starting to develop across Tasmania late in the day, but remaining clear inland, a story that will continue towards the middle of the week as well. Even by Thursday, we see very little change to this story as this low pressure trough sitting across the continent continues to keep things fairly settled and stable. But at the end of the week, this cold front crossing the Bight will start to bring a bit of wetter weather along with that cooler change to southern parts of the country. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will spot a developing tropical cyclone over the Coral Sea. This system is not expected to have any direct impacts for the Queensland coast within the next 7 days. But as we go into next weekend and early next week, this system will become a key area of focus. There is still some uncertainty as to how the system will develop and where it will track, but we'll be issuing regular forecast and warning updates. You can find all of those via the Bureau's website and social media, as well as the detailed forecast for your area. Have a good week and we'll see you next time.